On the surface, Uruguay is a small country, but spend a few days here and you'll wonder how it holds so much. Today, we're skipping the tourist checklist. No top 10 everyone goes here kind of places. This is the version of Uruguay that your friend who married a local is likely to tell you about. The stuff that's easy to miss, meant for the ones who want a little more than just the photo op. Let's start with something sacred, a guided mate tour in Montevideo. Mate isn't just a drink in Uruguay, it's more like a way of life. You'll see locals sipping on mate everywhere, in parks, on the beach, on the steps outside old buildings. But a guided mate tour in Montevideo takes it further. It's a hands-on intro to one of Uruguay's deepest cultural habits. You'll learn how to hold it, how to pour it, and how to share it. What to say and what not to say. There's a whole social rhythm to it, and once you're in on it, the whole city feels more familiar. Plus, these tours are more than just sipping. Guides take you down streets you wouldn't find on your own, like bright murals, tiny storefronts, quiet plazas. Imagine ending the afternoon in a hidden garden with a warm mate in hand, enjoying the moment with your partner. The kind of moment that feels like it was made just for the two of you. Next, watch the sunset from the Intendencia de Montevideo observation deck. One of the best places to take in the glorious sunsets of Montevideo is the observation deck on the 22nd floor of the city's Intendencia building. It's open to the public, totally free, and not very touristy, which means it's rarely crowded. Take the elevator up, step outside, and face west. You'll see a beautiful panoramic view of the city. Get there about 40 minutes before sunset so you can settle in, maybe take a few photos, and then just watch as Montevideo slowly fades into night. And the best part, there's a cozy cafe up there, and on most days, a local band sets the mood with live music as the stars come out. Third thing I recommend doing, wine and dine at Bodega Bouza. This is where things slow down in the best way. Bodega Bouza is more than a winery. It's part vineyard, part museum, part restaurant, and all charm. Set just outside Montevideo, the place greets you with rows of vines and a collection of vintage cars that feel straight out of a movie. And the food? Local, thoughtful, and made to be savored. Think of lamb that falls apart on your fork, homemade bread and cheeses paired with deep, bold Tannat wine. Book a private tasting and don't rush it. Wander the grounds between courses. Sit a little longer at your table. It's the kind of place where lunch easily becomes a long, quiet evening, aka the perfect date spot. 4. Dinner with Tango Show in Montevideo. Buenos Aires might be more famous for tango, but Montevideo is where it gets personal. There are a few small venues with low lighting, a live band tucked in the corner, and just enough tables to feel like you're in on something special. You sit down for dinner, and before dessert even hits the table, the music starts. It's not a big production, it's intimate. 2 dancers take the floor, and suddenly, the whole room quiets. There's something in the way they move. Every step feels like it's telling a story. And if you're there as a couple, it hits differently. It has this quiet way of pulling you closer, not just to the music, but to each other. 5. Experience a traditional asado dinner at El Palenke in Mercado del Puerto, Montevideo. This isn't just dinner, it's a front-row seat to one of Uruguay's best-loved traditions. Right in the middle of Montevideo's Mercado del Puerto is El Palenque, a classic parrilla where the smoke hits you before the menu does. Pull up a seat at the bar if you want the full experience. That's where you see everything. Grill masters turning racks of beef, slicing chorizo, brushing flames with skill that comes from decades of doing this every day. It's lively, it's loud, and if you're sharing a meal with someone, it's one of those nights that ends with sauce on your fingers and a story to tell later. No dress code, no pretense, just food, fire, and the kind of chaos that brings people together. 7. Beach day at Punta del Este. Yes, Punta del Este buzzes with people in summer, but that doesn't mean you can't find your own little slice of paradise. Start your day early at Playa Brava. The sunrise there is something else. Sky on fire, waves crashing, and just enough chill in the air to make you hold each other a little closer. If you want something calmer, Playa Mansa is made for floating side by side or just laying back and letting the day drift by. But if you're the kind of couple that loves to wander off the path, head past Playa Chihuahua. It's quiet there, and the breeze is steady, the sand is soft, and it feels like you've stumbled onto your own private beach. bring sunscreen, fruit, maybe a little speaker, and definitely bring that book you've been meaning to finish but probably won't because the view's going to steal your attention. 8th on this list has to be Laguna del Sauce. Laguna del Sauce is just a short drive from Punta del Este, but it feels like you've landed somewhere totally different. It's quiet, open, and surrounded by nature. Pack a picnic and find a spot that pulls you in. The lake stretches out wide, with soft hills in the distance and the kind of sky that feels bigger than usual. Around sunset, everything turns gold. You sit down, pour a drink, and suddenly, the whole place feels like it's just yours. For couples, this is one of those rare moments where it's easy to be still together. And yeah, if you are thinking about popping the question, this might be the place. 9. Chill time at José Ignacio. José Ignacio is the kind of place that doesn't ask much from you, which is probably why it ends up giving so much back. There's not much to do here, and that's exactly the point. Rent a small casita, kick off your shoes, and head to brunch barefoot. The mornings are slow, the coffee strong, and the ocean never far. You nap in a hammock, flip through a book, walk the beach just to watch the fishing boats come in. And when evening rolls around, head to a rooftop bar. They usually have only a few tables and don't take prior reservations. For couples, it's a place that leaves space to just be, with each other, and with the breeze. 10. Thermal spa retreat at Termas del Arape. It takes a little longer to get there, but if your schedule allows, Termas del Arape is absolutely worth the trip. Tucked away in the north of Uruguay, this thermal spa retreat is all about slowing down and soaking it in. Picture natural hot spring pools surrounded by trees, quiet steam rooms, and that peaceful, no one's checking the clock kind of vibe. A lot of couples save this spot for the end of their trip. It's where you can give your body some rest before heading back home, where you get to catch your breath and let everything you've seen sink in. And the best part is that the pools stay open late. So after dark, you can float in the warm water, look up at the stars, and just be. Honestly, what better way to end an unforgettable trip through Uruguay, right? If no fluff travel ideas are your thing, make sure to subscribe because you'll want to see what's next.